Hello, everybody out there in the land of make-believe. This is the Reverend Barkley Laughing Wolf, diabolical minion of good, and this is my swamp palace. It's a paludarium. On my last video, I showed you, go down there and clip it, like, subscribe. You would see this. I kind of showed this in the background. I said, oh, I'm working on this, but I thought maybe you'd be interested in the actual project, more of an in-depth sort of review of what I'm doing here. Have some other videos on another channel about how I built it up to now, but what happened was I was working on this project. I was really into it, and I spent a lot of money on equipment to make it, and then my back went out. And my back went out. I had some serious issues. I had to go through physical therapy, and that took a couple of years. Then I ended up getting a bike, an electric bike, and that took all of my money and all of my time. So this got put on the back burner. But now that I am back in creative mode, I pulled it out and I'm going to finish it off and at least plant it up. If I don't get frogs in it right away, I'm not going to be too worried about it, but I want to get it planted out. So you say planted out, I know what you're talking about. This is just a crazy, some sort of grotto. Yeah, it's a frog grotto is what it is, but I'll walk you through it real quick. So what I started with was this pink insulation foam, and I layered that up and cut it in. Cut it to a shape I wanted it to be. I'll explain this all. And then I put in planters and little plastic containers to shape out where plants will go. Yeah. And then I drilled drainage holes. There's drainage holes all in. Way back there is a drainage hole. Everything's got a little drainage hole. They all drain into each other, and it all drains into this, what's going to be a pond down here. Pond down here. After I got it all into place, I took some great stuff foam. It's a kind of a hole blocker. It's a household item. Great stuff foam, and then I sprayed foam all over the thing so it all stayed into the place and kind of made a shape I liked. And then I carved the foam out. So you can see here where I foamed it in. Little drainage hole back there. Hi, drainage hole. That drains into here. Then I took grout and I grouted everything. Grouted it all over. Not everything. Well, it was everything. I grouted everything, and then I had to come back and make some corrections. Now I'm doing this mosaic in semi-precious stones. The stones will get prettier as they get more towards where the eye is going to see. A lot of plants growing over stuff, so a lot of this is going to be just pebbles of just beach pebbles are going to be incorporated into the insides. The pebbles will be put in such a way that it'll make the water all drain down into the various drainage holes that I have cut in here. I feel like I might have to put in large holes. So you can see this tube sticking out a little bit, but when I'm done, the stone, I'll cut that down, and then the stone work will go right up to the edge of it. Water will drain right into all the little holes. Then, after I get all the grout put on, all the stones put on, and I hook up my water, water will go in here and out here. So this tube goes down, comes out here. Any of the water that comes down is going to go into my giant filter. I'll show you my filter in a minute. Get filtered out, come back up through here. I can control the amount of water that goes to each of these tubes. One comes out here, makes a river, down to here, little lake, down to here. This will be full of rocks, so that it won't be a pool. It'll be full of rocks, and then I'm gonna work out little spots where the frogs can drop their eggs if they want to, and they won't get washed away and they'll be in the water. So that'll be in like the second stage. Once I get it planted, then I'm gonna have to put frogs in it. Water will come through here, go through the back of the sear, da boop bop, and then come out the mouth of this skull. The skull's going to be all mosaiced with the stones. In the top of the skull, I've got planters. So the plants here, and then plants coming out of the eyes. That'll all drain into the pool. The second set of the second water feature go up through here, come out here, and I had a little trouble. I actually got some grout in here. I had a little thing set up. What I wanted was a little ball that spun when the water come out. A stone orb that spun in here as the water came out, bubbled up, and then pours down here, and then just right into the pool. There's the, oh Jesus, there's a bunch of grout in there. It sucks. I'm going to get that grout out of there. Oh, that happened. Hopefully it's not, hopefully it just fell in there. It's not dried in. It looks pretty dried in. It's going to suck. How am I going to even get in there? Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so grout, water. Then I'm going to plant it all. There's going to be plants in here, plants in here, plants in here. There's plants all over the place. Little plants growing up. They'll grow up taller than this. I'm gonna build a hood, maybe about the same, a little bit smaller than the actual tank here. Wooden hood. Oh, and dry lock. There's a substance called dry lock because it's going to go over the whole thing so that no moisture gets into the grout, and it locks out any. There might be, like, you know, there might be chemicals in here. There's just chemicals in here that the frogs don't like. So dry lock it over, and then there's not going to be worry about any degassing or anything like that. But it's been here for a couple of years, so if there was any weird gases coming out of this, it should be degassed by now. Dry lock, plants. Then after the plants in, for the frogs, I have to grow a colony of good little bugs. I forget what they're called. Isopods, little pill bugs, basically what they are. And then once I put the frogs in, the frogs will be able to eat the isopods that are living in there, and the isopods will eat all of the waste that is produced by the frogs. So it will become a little biosphere. Hood comes up here, plants will grow up a little higher. We're going to have lighting. I'm going to have a misting system, and wow, that's about it. That's it, but I'm nowhere near that. So right now I'm kind of in a space where I can't get real, all my stuff's all over the place. There's not much I can work on with my hands creatively right now, so I'm kind of just playing with this. And hopefully I get this done. I really was excited about this project when it started out, and then I was basically hospitalized. I had trouble walking for about 6 months. Went through physical therapy. I am now to the point where I'm not in constant back pain. In fact, my back feels pretty good. So I think I should be able to get some more time in on this, and I'll show you progress as it goes. I'll do another progress video after I get all the stones put in and maybe some improvements done. There's a few things that I'm probably going to try to re-engineer before I get all the grout in. But otherwise, it's a fun little project. I'm really happy with it. And are you happy with it too, kitty? Yeah, no, you just want treats. Forget it. Okay, well, until then, stay tuned, stay cool, and support your local wizard.